We're on a mission to build and grow. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We will always be as one. Nothing will ever change. Leave our legacy of love. Laughter and memories. Bow.
Hi, hun.
Hi, sweetie. Royce? I have something to tell you, something I omitted to tell you about the shopping trip. Now you mustn't get upset, but Stacy wasn't with us for some of the time. She went off on her own, not far, just to a karaoke bar.
To a bar?
Yes.
By herself?
Yes.
How could you let this happen? She's barely a teen. Anything could have happened.
But it didn't.
Do you know how many undesirables there are out there?
Oh, don't be so dramatic, Royce. And no, I don't. Do you?
Well, at least I've considered they are out there.
And you think I haven't? Look, Royce, as you say, she is a teen. It's only natural she's gonna want to make choices for herself. We've cautioned her and taught her about the dangers out there. We have to trust that she'll remember those things while making her choices. How else are we going to know if she's listened or learned?
Ibia and I were having a fight. About our children, no less. The last time we argued about them was when I was pushing to have them. And to cap it all, she began flirting with me. It was futile to resist. Heck, I couldn't resist, and so the fight came to an end. I made a mental note as to how to deal with the situation.
Hi peeps, I'm Stacy. Well, you already know that, don't you? You've been following my life through my father.
People.
Yeah, I know. I used to think he was crazy, talking to himself, but since he chose me as the next in line to continue this legacy, I've had to grow up a bit and accept my responsibilities. That's if I remain your favorite too. I know, I'm rambling on a bit, but things will become clearer as time goes on. For now, let me just say, I'll be interacting with you a bit more from now on. Which reminds me, just for the record, let me tell you about when I went off on my own on the shopping trip Mum took us on. Honestly, Dad is so dramatic. It was as innocent as they come. I went to the karaoke bar. It was literally across the street from where Mum and my sisters were. The girl singing was terrible, so I watched a guitarist play. We said hello to each other. That was it. I went back to meet Mum. Does that sound like anything to get excited about? Mind you, and this is between you and me, I have snuck out though, twice in fact. But all I want to do is dance. The first time, I went to a bar, can't remember the name. Anyway, the music was great.
Hi there, cutie. Haven't seen you here before. What's your name? Would you dance with me?
No, but thanks for asking.
The company, not so much, but I can handle myself.
Hello?
The second time I went to the local hangout, dancing again, of course. It was a bit of fun, that's all.
Music is in my family's blood. Both my parents are in the music industry. Even though Mum has put her career on hold to have us, which incidentally is more of my father's doing than hers. You remember the night we came home from the shopping trip? Let me tell you what happened. What we found when we got home. When we arrived, Dad's friend, Mac, I think his name is, was in his truck parked outside our house. Dad was in the passenger seat fast asleep, out cold. Mum told us to wait here while she led Mac, carrying Dad over his shoulder like a fireman, to their bedroom. Elena and Naomi had sneaked in behind and only just made it back when Mum came out again. Well, Naomi didn't, but Mum didn't seem to notice. Mac got in his truck and drove away. What's wrong with Dad, Mum? Did he have an accident? Is he alright?
He's fine, girls, just tired. Come on now, off to bed.
Mum didn't want to make a big deal out of it in front of the others. But she told me later that Mac had driven down the road and seen Dad passed out at the side of the road. He stopped and picked him up, and he has the cheek to lecture me about undesirables. I mean, really, what was he doing to get in that state? Mum wouldn't, or couldn't say. You remember I said music was in our blood? Well, after sending us to bed, Mum stayed outside dancing to the radio. I think she was more worried about Dad than she let on. All my family are obsessed with music and dancing, and can all be found out sometimes strutting their stuff. Anyway, music is just a hobby for me. I like dancing, but I don't want to make a career out of it or anything. I want. Now don't laugh. But I want to be a fishing ace. I'm gonna take up fishing. I just have to convince my parents that I can make a living out of it. By the way, Dad and I aren't the only ones who appear to be talking to ourselves. I overheard this conversation the other day.
So, what do you think? They're always saying I'm OCD, so surely they can't say no. Yeah, I thought so too.
And again, with the dancing.
Anyway, like I said, I'll be seeing you guys more, but I better go now, before they wonder what I'm doing out here. Catch you guys later.
Hello, Joy. Hi, Naomi. What are you girls up to?
Hello, Stacy. Hi, Stacy. What were you doing over there? Yeah, what were you doing? Looked very suspicious.
Nothing really.
Well, it didn't look like nothing to me.
Life for Stacy wasn't always easy since she had become a teen, and the heir elect. She was sometimes teased by her sisters, but she gave as good as she got.
Ooh, I'm Stacy. The heir.
I'm Naomi. Not.
You think you're better than us?
Oh, stop it, Naomi. You know I don't think about it like that. It's just that I really don't know how to explain it. I don't want to use the old cliche, but you really will understand when you age up.
Oh really? So why are you always off on your own, talking to yourself, waving your arms around with airs and graces? Before you aged up you used to say Dad was crazy, talking to himself. Now you're doing it. You're just like him. It's no wonder he chose you.
Ibia had a knack of knowing just when to intervene.
Girls, come on now, what's all this? Stacy, you're the oldest, why are you arguing with your sister?
She thinks she's better than the rest of us, Mom, just cause you and Dad chose her to be heir.
Now, you know that's not true, Naomi. We talked about this before. Stacy knows she could lose her status if she doesn't act correct. So why would she
Mom,
jeopardize
please
that?
Can you bake a cake for my birthday?
Christina, I'm speaking. You know you shouldn't interrupt when someone is speaking, don't you?
Yes, Mom.
So why did you do
Maybe
that?
she feels that's the only way to get attention
need to
around
remember
here.
your manners, young
See,
lady,
no
or
one's
you won't
even
get
listening
anything
to
at
me.
all. So, you'd like
Might
a
as
cake
well
for
not
your
be here at
birthday?
all.
What sort of cake? White, chocolate, or hamburger?
Chocolate, please.
Okay then, chocolate it is.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, and Mom, there's something else.
There's
I'd like
more?
to go away, to high school. The local school here. It's not for me. I want a school that pushes me and it just doesn't. Besides, the one I've picked out is more of a finishing school. They train young ladies to be, mannerly.
You're always saying I need to be more
You've picked
refined.
one out?
So, this will be the perfect place for me.
Well, that was some speech. Are you
It's
gonna
not
let her?
me she has to worry about. It's her father she has to convince.
I thought about that as Mum left. Good. Dad say yes. No, I don't think so. Although, if Mum was okay with it, she'd find a way to convince him. Even though she says Christina will have to convince him, and it seemed to me she is okay with the idea. As these thoughts ran through my head, Christina ran past me on her way to school. I followed too.
Today is Christina's birthday, and until the girls came home it was uneventful. Ibia had just woken from a nap, and made her way to the kitchen to bake the chocolate cake Christina had asked for. The sink was broken again, but now Stacy was able to help with repairs. So, while Ibia made the cake, Stacy fixed the sink.
Watanabe. People.
Everyone gathered around to celebrate. Why do I always need the toilet when anything important is going on? I brave it out for Christina's sake. Then I hurried off to the bathroom.
Oh, noosh. Oh, Gibbs.
We're
You
noble.
Thanks, everyone. Come on, let's eat.
Hi,
Hi,
Daddy.
Joy.
Remember, it's my birthday tomorrow.
How could I forget?
Hey, can we finish celebrating my birthday first? Dad, I'd like to go away to high school. Dad, did you hear what I said?
I heard you, Christina.
So, can I?
We need to talk. The next day.
Yeah.
Wow. She just dived in with it. Dad, I wanna go away to high school. Oops, here she comes, don't let her hear us. So you okay with that? Well, that was close. I'm so embarrassed. Do you think she heard us?
Who's this us? I didn't say anything.
Ibia started on Joy's cake. Her cooking skills have greatly improved. She was doing all kinds of acrobatics in the kitchen.
Ow! Oh.
Borgly Gobana.
Or potatoes. Parsnips and... Oh. Uh-huh.
Where is Joy? What's taking us so long?
Fanaza. Nah.
Well, Mum hasn't lit the candles yet. Don't be so impatient, Stacy.
Me, impatient. Never. She's been going on about her birthday for so long, you'd think she'd be running to get here. Oh, here she is. Happy birthday, Joy. Come on, blow out your candles, and don't forget to make a wish.
Oh, boom! Noosh! Noosh! Ah, but here...
Okay, so now that that's over, have you spoken to Dad again about high school? Have you decided which one you want to go to? There are so many to choose from. And when will you leave?
Too many questions, Stacy. Let's eat.
Okay, so Dad, Christina is going away, right? So I was thinking, I'd like to go away too. To finishing school. You and Mum are always saying I'm a little OCD in my neatness, so I thought it would help me.
What's with all the leaving?
We're growing up, Dad.
So?
We have to leave sometime. So, that's settled then. Great, thanks, Dad.
I sit for a moment, eating my cake, wondering, what just happened? Then she asks, sheepishly, if she could go out with her sisters. I don't want to be hoodwinked again, so I begin singing.
Yibs.
La 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 la.
Not very well, I must admit. I just started learning that skill, but it had the desired effect. The subject was dropped.
La 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 la.
Dad, that sounds terrible. I don't think you should be in anyone's hearing while you're making that noise. Okay, that's better. What? I'm only saying what the rest of you are thinking.
A little later, Stacy and Joy were discussing the ins and outs of good conduct when on a night out. They knew I was there and could hear every word. They were making sure I heard, so I would agree to the three of them, Christina too, going out together. So, you think you have everything covered then? What about getting home?
Dad, we're only going to the bar on the other side of the park. We can walk home from there.
It's not even a proper bar, Dad, and there are three of us.
Oh really?
What could possibly happen?
You'd be surprised.
Dad, where are you going?
Rimple.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, Mum, Dad, I'm glad you're both here. We think Dad is being unreasonable. We've talked about the dangers and we promise to abide by the curfew you give us. We know what to do if trouble starts and we'll stick together at all the times. Can we please go to the bar?
I'm not unreasonable. I just want you girls to be safe. Besides, I haven't said no. Yet, have I?
Okay, Royce, darling, why so dramatic? The girls know you love them and only want the best for them, but give them a little room to breathe, spread their wings a little. If you don't, how will they ever learn to fly? They know we'll always be here should they need us. Well, that's as close as we're going to get to a yes.
I guess
You
so.
girls be home by midnight. Do you
Yes,
hear?
Mum will be home by midnight. Thank you so much, Mum, for talking to Dad. You reason with him so well. He always comes around with you.
I only caught the end of that.
Well, he said yes.
He didn't.
Yes, he did.
That's great. I knew Mum would be able to persuade him. So when are we going?
Tonight.
Joy, are you tired?
A little.
How can you go out if you are tired?
There is a drink. It'll give us energy.
Have we got it?
Oh,
All the ingredients are in the cupboard. They have to be mixed in a certain way. Mum and Dad won't suspect a thing. They'll think it's a cup of hot tea. I'll make enough for all of us. We just drink it and hey presto, instant energy. We can party all night.
Do you think Stacy will go along with this plan? You know how she can get Miss Goody two shoes. Their heir elect, always doing what Mum and Dad
we
says.
make. Brenna,
Joy, are you awake?
being equipped. Oh, Rosary.
You'd better get started on the tea, otherwise you'll run out of energy before you can finish it.